Hey guys, what's up? This is the boy who had 7. So today I've got another awesome epic comic book haul to share with you. But today's is a little bit different because I got this whole haul geared towards the Avengers Infinity War movie that comes out in less than a week. You guys, I picked up some awesome books for some awesome prizes. I went out there and got a whole bunch of speculation books. I was looking for whispers. I was looking online to see what people are saying. And I decided, you know what? I'm going to take a crack at it. I'm going to take a shot. If I can find them at a good price, I'm going to pick them up. So there's a whole bunch of speculation books that I have in here today, along with a whole bunch of books that we know are going to be worth some money once we see the big, mean, purple Titan on the big screen. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some of the stuff I've picked up over the last couple months, but also some of the things that I just picked up literally yesterday. So let's get started. The first thing that I want to share with you guys is the Infinity Free Comic Book Day pickup that I found. So I found this bad boy. I got this one on eBay, and the reason I picked up this book, and I actually got 2 of them at a really good price, okay, because, see here, bam, this is the first appearance of Corvus Glaive, okay, he's going to be one of the members of the Black Order that we're going to see in the movie this week. And so I was able to pick this up really low, near mint plus condition, both of them. I'm going to try to send them off to CGC to see if I can get some good grades on these bad boys. But this is the first appearance of Corvus Glaive. He may be killed off in the movies, he may not, but I was just, I'm thinking to myself, it's good to have his first appearance. And I didn't personally pick these up when they came out back in the day, so I needed to make sure I got some. Okay, so to go along with those, I picked up the New Avengers number 8, okay, and this is the first appearance of the Black Order as a whole, and then it's got the other members of the Black Order, which are Ebony Maw, Black Dwarf, and Proxima Midnight. So this is a really good book to have. This one's probably about a 9.6, 9.8, and this is going to be one of those ones I send off to CGC. No. Check it out on eBay. You guys know my little trick. I went to a couple people that had this with White Pages 9.8 CGC. But they went down in the price, maybe like 15 bucks, and it was still above $200. I wasn't 100% comfortable with paying that. And then I found this guy that was selling this one for less than 50 bucks, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to take a crack at it. He says it's a 9.6. I got it today. I cannot find one flaw on it. So I think it's a pretty good pickup. I'm definitely going to send it to CGC, see what I get from it. But these guys are going to be in the movie. And so I wanted to make sure I had that too. All right. So on to the next one. Now this one's pretty exciting because if you guys can see this cover back here, and if you guys know the Infinity Gauntlet storyline, you know that Nebula plays a big role in the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. And so I wanted to make sure that I had something of Nebula because honestly, I'm hoping that Nebula plays that same part in the movie. And so the other day I got I was looking through Facebook and I saw a guy here in town that was selling a bunch of books he used to own, and I think I talked about him in my last haul video because some of those were from there. He used to own a shop in California, and I picked this one up for $1, guys. I picked it up for $1, okay? This is Avengers 257. This is the first appearance of Nebula. And so for $1, man, if she plays that huge role, I've got some money here. If she doesn't, I still have a good pickup. Still have money already. I mean, I paid $1 for it. And it's pretty darn good condition, probably near mint minus. I might be able to get that thing pressed and clean and get it up a little bit. So I'm super happy to pick this up. But I hope you guys agree with me. I want Nebula to do the same thing that she did in the comic. We'll see what happens, right? Okay, so here's some of the big whispers. I don't know if you guys noticed, but when you've been watching the different trailers, there's a couple people missing. And a lot of the people all over the world on social media and stuff are like, where is Hawkeye? We haven't seen him in any of the previews. So I've been doing some digging. I've been doing some searching. I've been finding some pictures online that I'm going to put up here. And what people are thinking is that Hawkeye is going to take up the mantle of Ronin. Okay, if you guys don't know who Ronin is, check this out. This is the very first appearance. This is the New Avengers number 11. And this is Ronin right here. Except in this is the first time we get to see this Ronin, okay? But this is Maya Lopez. So there's a girl in this costume. She takes up this mantle, and she's gonna go avenge some things, right? So this is the first time we get to see Ronin. So I had to go pick this one up. I got this one on eBay along with these two. This is New Avengers number 27, okay? And this is the first time that we get to see Clint Barton or Hawkeye in the Ronin suit himself. But in this comic book, it doesn't tell you who picked up the suit, who put on the Ronin suit. So this is the very first time you get to see Clint as Ronin. Okay, guys, this is probably what's going to be happening in the movie, so I had to get this one as well. And then here in New Avengers number 30, this is the first time that we get to know that it's Clint or Hawkeye that is inside of the Ronin outfit. And so I got all three of these together for under 20 bucks, because if this does happen, and if he does, if he is Ronin in the movie, these books are going to shoot up. So yesterday I went to my local comic book shop. Actually, it's a local comic book shop. We've got about 8 here in town, but this one's probably 25 minutes away from me. But I was over on that side of town. I decided to stop by. This little old lady, like, she didn't have much out, but she had boxes and boxes and boxes underneath her shelves. And I asked her, can I just go through them? Oh my goodness. I found tons of stuff, all at cover price or less. I found a couple more of those issues, so I've got a few of them. It makes me really happy. Okay, so next on my list, next on this haul here, I want to see, I mean, we've been told we're not going to see Adam Warlock. We've been told we're not going to see Silver Surfer. We've been told we're not going to see Mephisto in Death. But I'm hoping, okay, and I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, it doesn't matter because the MCU does so good in their movies. I know it's going to be epic. But I'm hoping they've been lying to us, and some of those people are going to make an appearance. And so I wanted to make sure that I had their first appearances in the comics. So Captain Marvel, number 26, is special for 2 reasons. Reason number 1 is because that's the first time you get to see Thanos on a cover. It's the very first time you get to see him. Okay? Captain Marvel 28, I believe, is the first time he takes center stage on a cover, but that's Thanos right there. It's the very first time we get to see him. And right next to him, let's see if you can see that, that's Mistress Death. Okay, Thanos is doing what he's doing in the comic books to please Mistress Death, to kill for her. She's the one that resurrected him and brought him back to life after he'd been killed. So this is the very first appearance of Mistress Death. I wanted to make sure that I got it. Found it at a real good price on eBay. Did what I always do, offered a little bit less. It turned out really good for me, so I think I paid under 30 bucks for this one. Probably about a very fine, so very fine plus maybe. Can get some work done on it, get it a little bit higher. So I got, you guys, this would be a good book to pick up, because if Death is in the movie, this is going to skyrocket. So I wanted to make sure I had that one. Okay, next one. Mephisto. Very first appearance of Mephisto, Silver Surfer number 3. Look at that. That is awesome. I've been seeing a lot of you guys show this book off. Most of you guys know if Mephisto were to show up, this thing's going to skyrocket. Bummer about this book, I got it on eBay, and this happens every once in a while. You know, guy promised it had white pages. I opened it up, and these things were almost brown, and they're brittle and all kinds of stuff. So I was going to return it, but the guy offered me a pretty hefty refund, so I decided to hang on to it. Especially if Mephisto shows up. I paid just such little money for it because of the big refund that he gave me. And so I thought, you know what, I can make some money off this if I need to and get a better copy later. So this is the very first appearance of Mephisto, Silver Surfer number 3. And if you guys have followed the Infinity Gauntlet arc, you know Mephisto plays a huge role in it, so I had to pick this up. I'm hoping these guys make an appearance. They probably won't, but who knows? Got to be prepared. If all else fails, I got some awesome old books, some key books for a low price, so I'm okay with it, all right? So next is the guy that I want to see the most in the Avengers Infinity War movie. Like, if he's not in this movie, to me, it's going to be a travesty. We've been told already by the director and things that he's not going to make appearance here. He's going to make an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. But this is the one that I hope they're lying on. So this book I actually got last year at the end of the year. You guys maybe have seen me talk about it. But this is Fantastic Four. And this is number 67, 9.0 white pages. I love it. And this is the very first time we get to see him, but he's in the cocoon. Okay? So if you don't know what the cocoon is, it's kind of like his little escape pod where he was grown in, and also after battles where he can go heal in. He often goes into it over the years and then disappears, right? So this is the first time we get to see him in the cocoon. And we saw this at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy, in the end credit scenes. And so we saw the cocoon there. And so, I mean, I had to pick this up. This is really important to have. I got it at a good price last year, so I love this book. And but this people fight over this one because they're like, that's not really the first appearance of him because he's in a cocoon and we don't get to see him, right? Pun intended. So after I picked this one up, I made sure that I went and got Thor 165. Okay, and this is white pages 7.5. And this is the very first time we get to see him outside of the cocoon, and there he is, him, right there. Okay, so this guy eventually becomes Adam Warlock, but here he's fighting Thor. And so I thought, okay, I gotta have the first appearance of the cocoon, the first appearance of him, and then I saw this other one online that I thought, why not pick it up, because it just goes along with the story. And so I got myself Thor 166 as well, and that's when he's battling Thor. You see it there. Such a cool cover. I mean, look at that beautiful, beautiful artwork. That's so nostalgic, so amazing. I love it so very much. So there's that one. And then, this is the Marvel Premiere #1, and this is the very first time that we get to see him as Adam Warlock. And this is when he's named that, and he also tells his origin story. So this is the very first time we get to see Warlock and the origin story. Before it was him, and before that it was just him in the cocoon. So I got all of these. This one 9.0 white pages, and this one's really cool because it's signed by Stan Lee. Yeah, sorry about that glare, but I had to pick those up because if Adam Warlock makes an appearance in this movie, those things are gonna shoot up. Okay, I mean, unless you're a huge comic fan, you never really heard of Adam Warlock. So once people start hearing about Adam Warlock, these books are gonna get out of hand. And so I wanted to make sure I had him. Plus, he's one of my favorite characters ever. And if he doesn't show up, we know he's gonna show up for sure in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So I got him even ahead of time. Okay, so next one is Thanos. You guys have seen this in the background, but I wanted to share this with you. I picked this one up last year. This is the Invincible Iron Man number 55, written by the man Jim Starlin, drawn by Jim Starlin and others. And I got this one in 9.0 white pages. Picked this one up for a really good price. And now the price on it already just about 7 months later, it's just going up. So I love this book. Really good one to have. There's a guy on YouTube that has a 9.8. It's crazy. Yeah, looks like the mailman's here. So I'm gonna have to put you on pause real quick. I know what this is, but I'll be sharing that on a different video. So okay, where was I? I think we were talking about Thanos. And okay, next. Woo. Okay, so these are a bunch of speculation books. Number one, you've seen it. You saw it in my last haul, so I'm going to show it just really quickly. I also think it would be a travesty if the Silver Surfer wasn't in this. And so I made sure that I picked myself up the Fantastic Four number 48, first appearance Silver Surfer and Galactus. I mean, this is such a cool book. White pages 7.5. So I want this one higher. But if I can't find it, he does make a secret appearance. At least I've got it, right? So I hope he shows up in the either part 3 or part 4. That would be so awesome. Next, though, so these other ones are some pretty heavy speculations, but this next one is important, and I think this is definitely going to happen, guys. I think Captain America is going to die. I don't think he's going to make it for reasons, because it would go along with the comic book. It would go along with what's happening with contracts and stuff like that. And so this next book I picked up because I believe we may see Bucky take up the mantle as Captain America. And so if that happens, I wanted to make sure I had this one. So this is Captain America number 34. Oops, look at all. Sorry, I keep giving you guys that glare. And this is the very first time that Bucky takes up the mantle of Captain America. Look at that Alex Ross cover. It's pretty awesome. So if that happens in the movie, I wanted to make sure I had this one. I got this one at a really good price. Offered a guy a deal, less than 60 bucks, less than 50 bucks. So I'm really happy to have that one, 9.8. This is my first CBCS. I kind of like it. It's pretty cool. I mean, we all know that CGC is kind of the standard and all that, but these other ones may be picking it up soon. I know PGX has just changed recently and gotten better. So, but this is a good book. Glad to have this one. Next one, real possibility she's going to be in this movie, but that's Miss Marvel. And if you guys see here, there's a scene where it could be Doctor Strange or it could be Miss Marvel right there behind Captain America. I'm not sure who it is, but if it's her, I wanted to make sure I got this book. This one I wanted to get at a higher grade, but I didn't have the money because of the next two books that I'm going to show you. And so I offered a different, like I offered some people, like I always do, guys. I emailed them on eBay. I told a person with a 9.6, a person with a 9.4, hey, will you take this deal? And none of them budged, but this person gave me like 50 bucks off. And so I got this really cheap, way under 100 bucks. And I thought, you know what, if she appears, it's good to have this one because I could sell it later. And I got white pages, which is always important to me. And then I could sell it later and get a better copy if I needed to before her movie comes out. So it's Miss Marvel number 1. That's the first time we see Carol Danvers take up the mantle as Miss Marvel. Even though we see Carol Danvers before this, this is the first time. See what it says, first Carol Danvers as Miss Marvel. So important book to have. I wanted to get that one. Okay, this next one's a huge speculation. These next two are huge speculations. There's people been saying, you know, we may see them somewhere in part 3 or part 4. I hope we do, but even if we don't, I needed to get these books before they got higher, before they blew up. So I picked myself up The Tomb of Dracula number 10, 8.0 white pages. Got a super awesome deal on this one. And there's whispers that we might see Blade. That's why I have this one. This is the first appearance of Blade. There's whispers that we may see Blade in the Avengers Infinity War movie. And they could be totally false. But just in case, I wanted to get it. And I've always wanted this book, so I thought, okay, I'll spend the money right now, get this book. So I picked this one up. This one just came in earlier this week, so really happy about this one. Beautiful cover, first appearance of Blade. We need to see that guy again. We need to see those Blade movies again. That'd be really cool. And finally, here's my big dog. Now, this one is a holy grail for me. Growing up, people always used to ask me, if you could have anybody's powers, whose powers would you have? You know, do you want to fly like Superman and be invincible like him? You want to swing like Spider-Man? And I'd always say I wanted a healing factor and some adamantium claws. And so I picked myself up this bad boy right here. Hulk 181, first full appearance of Wolverine, 7.5 white pages. And so I'm so happy that I own this book. And this is why, guys. I'm going to move this over here and I'm going to show you right up here. In the set in Georgia for Avengers Infinity War number 4, they're doing some reshoots. And this last week we saw this picture, and it's Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, dressed up like Wolverine with his hair up, with the Wolverine gear, you know, like he always does with the clothes that he wears, like his white beater shirt and his jeans and stuff, and his jackets and all that, that whole look. They saw Wolverine there, and they're thinking, people are saying that he's probably going to appear in Avengers number 4. So if that is the case, if we get Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, this book is going to already skyrocket. If you didn't know that, if you've got the money, go pick it up now. Even if he doesn't, guys, Disney and Marvel are going to be becoming one. Disney's going to be buying Fox, the rights to the Marvel stuff at Fox. And so eventually we're going to get a Wolverine movie in the MCU. And so, I mean, this is just a good book to have before it just blows up. And so, yeah, guys, I picked myself up Hulk 181, 7.5 white pages. I was super proud of myself, and I am. I'm so happy to have this book. But earlier, last week at our local Comic Con, someone gave away 9.4 white pages and a raffle. Oh, that would have been so cool to have that one. But I'm happy. This was within my budget after I'd spent all this other money here, and so this is a really good pickup. I hope Wolverine shows up in that movie. It would be so epic. I mean, if you guys, if you've read the Infinity Gauntlet, like, you know when they all attack Thanos, we've got Wolverine and the X-Men attacking. We've got Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer. We've got the Avengers. I mean, everybody is involved, and so I hope we get some surprise appearances that make this movie blow up. I want this thing to be the #1 selling movie of all time. I want it to pass, what is it, Titanic, or what's that movie with Avatar, with the blue people? Yeah, I think that's the #1 selling movie of all time. I think Black Panther's like at number 8 or number 4 or something like that. I want this to pass it all, because this is my childhood dreams coming together. All the little fights I had with my action figures on my bed on Saturday mornings are gonna come true. So guys, I hope you liked my haul. I had some pretty epic pickups. I am so stoked to own these books, and I can't wait to see if any of those speculation books that I picked up are gonna blow up and make me some money so I can get some other big books that I want. I mean, I still have to get all my holy grails, like Showcase 22 and X-Men #1, and there's just a whole bunch of books that I want, but they're just so expensive that I've kind of decided spend a bunch of money and diversify what I get instead of just spending a bunch of money and getting one book. So I hope these pay off for me. I hope we see Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer, Death, Mephisto, Blade, Wolverine. I mean, that would be so epic to see any of those characters in the Avengers Infinity War movie. And if it doesn't happen, at least I have some awesome books, some first appearances, some key books. So guys, as always, thank you for watching. I just want to remind you, I'm really close to 250 subscribers. I think I'm like 20 away. And as soon as I hit that mark, my local comic book shop hooked me up with a huge prize, and we're going to do a push to 1,000 for my 250 subscriber giveaway. There's going to be some epic stuff that has to do with Action Comics 1000. So come on, ask your friends to join. The sooner that we get that 250, the faster that we get that giveaway going, and it'll be really fun. So anyways, guys, comment. Let me know if you think any of these characters are going to be in the movie. Let me know if you have any up-to-date information that may say that why I'm wrong or why I'm right. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much, guys. Talk to you later.